Sup guys, my name is Ryu, welcome to my gaming channel. Today we're going to be looking at Dark Souls 3 Ashes of Vendrell, the announcement trailer that was posted on the PS4 channel. So basically what I'm going to say is, if I can show the trailer in the video with no issues, I sure as hell will. I mean, I'm just so excited. So, let's just talk about this and then we'll talk about what I want to talk about afterwards, because this is just fucking insane. There's so many, like, visual clues to little things in the series of Bloodborne and Dark Souls. I like calling it Bloodborne, I don't know why. But it's funny that they just use the knight with the kite shield in the opening, and what looks to be the broadsword doesn't really look like they're showing anything armor-wise, but we're getting an open snowy area that reminds me, it's very reminiscent of the Dark Souls 2 DLC, which is not a bad thing at all. The Dark Souls 2 DLC was absolutely fucking fantastic, so I think this is going to be on a whole other level, because the game, Dark Souls 3, is a lot better than 2. I think we can all agree on that much. But I just want to talk about this woman sitting in a chair. I have a suspicion, I don't think it's true, but I think it's supposed to be visually leading into it. That's just my two cents on it. I feel like she's a firekeeper of some sort. Maybe not the first firekeeper, from Dark Souls 2, which I originally was thinking like 15 seconds ago. I'm just like, hey, maybe that's the firekeeper from Dark Souls 2, and she used the character in Dark Souls 2 to gain power, and she appears in this DLC like as a final boss or something and mutates, like I was about to say Cassandra, about like the final boss in Dark Souls 2, pretty much. I just thought it was like a really cool idea that could happen. I doubt it, but I just thought it was really cool. So then we get this thing. I don't even know what to call it, but I'm pretty sure it's probably a boss. And it's in a castle, and it looks like it's stabbing itself with a tentacle thing. It's like whipping itself in the head. I don't even know what to say about that. That's kind of weird. Then we get the guy like just praying to an altar. Maybe we're getting a new covenant. It looks like it could be a new armor set that looks pretty cool. If I am not mistaken by colors here, it looks like it's got some gold to it. Definitely some like ruby red to it, and definitely some silver in there too, and some black boots, which is pretty cool. We see a woman praying to an altar, I want to say, but again, it looks like a firekeeper, because of the pale skin, the long hair, and just like the little things. I'm wondering if that's Andrel, and she's going to probably give some more lore pieces that we don't know about just quite yet. I'm not super big on my knowledge of lore, I just understand the basics. Thank you, the channels who do Dark Souls lore and try to piece it together. I think it's amazing. But goddamn, October 24th cannot come soon enough. It really can't. Then we get this giant wolf. Okay, I gotta retract that. It's not really a giant wolf, but it's a wolf. It's a big wolf. And he's howling. Something, I want to say that we're gonna get like, I want to believe we're gonna get Sif back in some shape or form. Kind of like why is he here? Well, he's here to close the darkness off once and for all, pretty much, because him and Altorius were basically the Abyss Watchers, to make sure the Abyss didn't come out. And obviously, in some shape or form, the Abyss has come out. And that's just my two stance on it. I just think that would be really cool to get kind of those Dark Souls 1 connections. We see a bridge. Bridges should never be trusted in Dark Souls, but it looks really cool. It looks like Draenlei Castle from Dark Souls 3, like he's walking up to it. It's got that kind of vibe to it. I'm loving it, every second of it. Then we get these like skeleton, weird, winged looking bat-like creatures hunching over something. I don't know about you guys, but I just get some Bloodborne vibes. And I'm going to explain why. There's that one boss that basically is a maternal mother in Bloodborne. That's just the vibes I'm getting. They look like Orphan of Crows just a little bit. Maybe I'm completely incorrect about it, and just the angle they're using, but it looks like they got like something coming out of their heads. I don't know if those are eyes or what, but it's creepy as fuck. And then we get another, we get the first real, like, what looks to be a mini boss, and he's got a giant antler kind of helmet. I want the helmet. But he's slamming shit down. It looks like we got some kind of earthquake, like, I'm about to say Pokemon there. earthquake kind of magic going on, which he casts. I'm not sure if that's even the game. I'm not a magic user myself. I just go Milne, you know. But it looks really cool. He's got that kind of like that antler helmet I wanted. I don't know if it's a mini boss. I doubt it's a complete boss because of the simple fact that that arena looks a little bit different than the one where he first appears in the trailer. Maybe that's a throw us off. I don't really know. I'm down with it though. I'm digging it right now. That looked like a new Chaos Blade. There's like 5 seconds, 2 seconds of it. Oh wait, no, it's just like a second and a half. Basically, it looks like some kind of dark fog that comes out of a blade that almost looks like a giant scythe. It's hard to see the weapon, and it looks like there's new armor there. Battling a skeleton, but here's where it gets interesting with the skeleton. There's some kind of like boomerang magic going on, and that shit looks dope. I may have to build a magic clash just for it, seriously. This is what interests me. There's a bunch of wolves, and obviously, if you're a long-time Dark Souls player, the first thing you associate with a wolf is Sif. So I wonder if we're going a Sif's burial like area. You know, maybe they buried him here with something after the events of Dark Souls 1. I really don't know. I don't know why else there would be wolves around. Maybe, you know, maybe Sif's mother or something. I don't know. I'm just really excited because Sif is definitely one of my favorite Dark Souls bosses. Maybe I'm just wanting it to happen and it's not going to happen. I just put wolves in because, you know, new enemies to fight. We get those like witches that crawl on the ground. Those bitches just scare the shit out of me. Okay, they don't scare me, they give me the heebie-jeebies. It looks like we got some ice magic, kind of like the ice rapier, but in magic form. If that's a way to say it, I'm probably phrasing it terribly. Then we get that guy again, but he's holding a piece of what looks like a map. So I'm really interested to see who this guy is. He's got a beard, so I got suspicions already, but I don't think he's really anyone we've met yet, to be completely fair. But I have suspicions that he's going to play a big role. So I don't know what to say there, but I'm really excited. It looks like we're taking that part of the map or just whatever that item is. There's blood going into the pot, and then we get, of course, our dragon friends, the Nameless King, the optional bosses, which leads me to believe that maybe these bosses, or we have to kill them before we can even access the DLC. And then it looks like we get shots of 2 new bosses. One of them I have never seen before. It looks like this guy is a new boss, but I may be mistaken because that looks like the cemetery from basically after you kill the dragon to get to Nameless. It looks like that cemetery. I may be completely wrong, but maybe he's in the cemetery of Ash. I really don't know. Like, that would be pretty cool, you know? I don't recognize him, and I don't recognize the creepy face emo fuck that comes after. I'm sorry if I offended anyone, but no nose, decrepit face, and tons of black. That looks like the Abyss itself, needless to say, if there's going to be an Abyss kind of boss, but that definitely screams boss. There's fire with the building collapsing. That's got to have some kind of significant meaning, but it looks like we got a shot at another boss who wields a giant pot, and could it be related to the one with the ring? Oh, no, never mind, retracting what I was about to say. That is definitely a new boss, and that is definitely the crazy emo-looking bitch that I just said in that mannerism. Is attacking us with lava and shit. So that's just gonna be so much fun. And then of course October 25th it's coming out. So I'm at hype. Today we may have 2 videos on the channel because apparently in about 5 hours Sombra, when I record this, Sombra is supposed to be revealed, or we're supposed to get new data. I have not talked about Overwatch, and if it gets revealed, I definitely want to start talking about it. That's pretty much what I've been waiting on. So we'll see what happens. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this Dark Souls video, then make sure to subscribe for more. This won't be the last time I post Dark Souls on the channel, because Dark Souls 1, I'll be playing with all the DLC. I'll be playing Dark Souls 3 DLC, obviously. And I'll be going back to do an HD complete proper run of Dark Souls 2 with all bosses and Dark Souls 3 after the DLC, both of them, I'll do a complete run in the way that it's supposed to be done, not just the DLC section, so that way you guys can have that pretty version of what I've always wanted to do with it, but I never got the chance to, and also gives me a chance to go back and play it with the DLC weapons, so we'll see what happens. And instead of it just being, it'll be a, you know, it won't be a new experience, but I think it'll be the best version of the Let's Play I'll probably do, or the playthrough, whatever I'm calling it this week. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoy my content here on RyuAvalonGaming, then why not subscribe to my channel for more and help me get to 400. So I will see you guys on the next video. As always, thanks for tuning in.